That's what she said.
That's better. Hello and welcome to episode 19 of the Sitrep Happy Hour.
That's what she said?
That's what she said. Let's start this episode. My name is Mike. Joining me as always is Roberto.
Hello.
I feel like I'm just going to call you that from now on. I don't know how many years I've been saying Roberto on and off. Anyway, how are you doing? You right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You a little sleepy bear today?
No.
Liar.
You got the food in your tummy?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was yawning a little bit before the show, but yeah. It's because it's just food. Not that tired, though.
The man in the north who doesn't bend the knee. Luke!
Hello.
Welcome back after your month hiatus.
I was on the last episode.
What, you drinking on the last episode, were you?
Oh, you're talking about that hiatus.
Yeah, that hiatus.
Hiatus. Yeah, that's right, people. I'm back on the beer.
You're back on the beer.
Back on the beer.
And you've never seen a man smile so much.
It's a tasty beer, man. I mean,
If you
don't get me wrong, they're all fucking tasty since like yesterday, but still.
If you want to see somebody smile more, you should check out Brad. Welcome back, Brad.
Hi.
Let's play a game of What's on Brad's Sofa.
Oh, we haven't done this for a while. There's 2 empty boxes. Some Christmas stuff I still haven't sorted out, even though it's February. And some leaflets from the metal print I got. Or the 2 metal prints I got.
Now, if you want to win any of those items, listen out for the special keyword at the end of the show. We'll be giving
I
away.
specifically want the empty box. The little
Why?
one.
Why?
Put stuff in. Like little things, because it's a little box.
Little people.
What?
What?
He just kept saying little. I was like, well, I can't think of anything else you'd want to put in a box.
Wow, that got dark real
That did get
fast.
dark. What's everybody been up to this week? Luke, obviously, you've been back on the beers. What have you been up to?
Only since yesterday. I used the hard reset to not drink during the week, so it rolled around to Friday night, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting drunk tonight."
Can I ask how much money have you saved over the last month?
I don't know, because I've still managed to spend it. I just haven't drank it. So I've lost half a stone since Christmas, which is great. But I'm going to put it straight back on again because it was just all beer weight. So now I'm drinking again. I'm sure I'll put it back on again.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I know. So I've had a scare this week, COVID wise, and you got tested this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to get tested because somebody at work tested positive because their child brought it home from nursery. Yay for kids!
Yeah, fun.
But as of Thursday morning, I was COVID free. I can't say that I'm COVID free right now, but 2 days ago I was. Yay me!
My stepson's self-isolating. Wow. He's
Didn't you
been
do that anyway?
he's been going to school because he's one of the naughty little shits that doesn't do their work at home. But someone in his year has got it at school, so he had to work from home again.
I'd like to defend that child because after a year of not going to school, I'm pretty sure most kids are the naughty little shits that don't do their work at home. Like, it must be quite fucking difficult.
No,
I worked from home for like 3 months and it nearly sent me insane. So,
well, he stays up till last night. He stayed up till 4 a.m. and then didn't get out of bed till 4 p.m. And he was doing that every day. So by the time he woke up, the school lessons had finished, like the virtual ones, because they have this virtual lessons, live lessons they call it, because we've been doing it with the younger kids. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I've been doing it with Remy on Friday, sorting out he's got to do show and tell and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just.
Do they use Microsoft Teams?
No, I think they use Zoom and then something else. I don't know. I just sit next to him whilst he does it and helps him out. It's really weird. I can't. Anyone doing that full time at the minute, my hats off to them because it's it's not fun trying to get kids to do stuff when, especially when they don't want to do it and they're like, it's Friday. I've done school work all week. I'm like, well, we ain't finished yet. You got more to do, I'm afraid. It's like, but you're home. I'm like, yeah, but I do 4-day weeks now.
Part-timer.
Anyway. Really? You gonna throw your hat in the ring? I'm gonna play Destiny whilst I'm supposed to.
I
be
was on
working.
site this week, like a whole day.
Wow,
Yeah.
you did it. You did a whole day's work. Well, debatable, but I mean, you're pulling the face, so I'm just agreeing with you. Were you busy or not really?
Well, something developed. No, we went into. I can't really discuss what we did, but because of the nature of it. But
He asked you if you were busy. The thing you say is yes or no.
Redacted.
You have to give away fucking military secrets.
Yeah, all you had to say was redacted.
No, I'm trying to explain. It's funny, all right? Just let me get to the fucking punchline.
Okay.
We basically went in to do something, and then we found out that something was like we shouldn't have been doing, and yeah, now no one can do stuff at home anymore.
But I'm just waiting for the funny bit.
Oh, yeah, you kind of need more detail for it to be funny, I guess. Which I can't give because redacted.
The whole time through that, when you're like, "Oh yeah, the something with the something," I was like, "Is he gonna do this all the way through?" Anyway, Brian, how have you been?
I'm good.
What have you been up to this week? You've been playing Valhalla.
I have been playing Valhalla quite a lot.
Yeah.
Since I think I've put like 21 hours in since I finished Cyberpunk so far. And I've not really got very far with the story. I've just been raiding. I get distracted.
There's raids in that game.
Yeah.
Kind of.
One player raids.
Oh, not
raiding
real raids,
and pillaging, right?
Yeah, it's just what they're called. Like you raid like villages and stuff.
Yeah, because they can't call it pillaging, I guess.
I don't know. But apart from that, we've been watching The Boys as well. We've watched 2 episodes of season 2 now. It's good.
It's only going to get better.
Yeah, it's pretty damn brutal.
I've had a busy week. Or 2 weeks, should I say. I finally finished a game. No, it's not Cyberpunk. I finished Borderlands on Switch, finally, which kind of comes up in one of today's topics. And I've sat down and watched, because of Rob and somebody else at work, I've sat down and watched in the past week 35 episodes of Attack on Titan.
Jesus.
Yeah, there was quite a few.
How is that my fault?
Well, you were like, oh yeah, I was doing a bit of an anime catch up, and then I was talking to Chris at work. And he was like, oh, do you know of any good animes? I was like, well, you should check out Attack on Titan. The first season's on Netflix. It's not now. That's the other reason I had to kind of watch all those in a week, because it ended on the 2nd, which was Tuesday. So yeah, it was
seen them
basically
before.
A long time ago. I forgot a lot of stuff that happened. The last time I watched it was before I had kids. Put it that way. Which is
you put it on when before you had kids. I came over to your house for some reason. I can't remember if it was when we were watching all the Marvel films or something, and you had it on, and that was a long time ago when it came out.
Well, I watched it when I got sick once, and I just basically spent the whole day in bed watching it. So yeah, I've watched a season and a half, and there's still another 3.5 seasons to go or something like that. So yeah, it's really, really good though. What are you guys drinking this week before I get told off for not asking you? Luke, we'll go to you first, seeing as it's your first week back on it. What was your beverage of choice?
I am drinking a Kirkstall Brewery Perpetuous Hazy Session IPA, and it's fucking delicious.
And seeing as he's prepped and ready, the moment you've all been waiting for this week, Robert, take it away.
Magnus.
The wine bottle is just an empty one he had to just like.
That's an empty can of Magnus. It's another Casillero del Diablo Cabernet Sauvignon. It's my favourite. It's good.
I like that you're buying their wine, because that's putting money straight back into Man United's coffers.
Yeah. You almost Billy butchered that.
Wait, why is it tied to Manchester United?
They are a sponsor of Manchester United.
Oh. That's ruined the wine for me now.
So thank you.
It's ruined. Bradley, what are you drinking this week?
Michael, I am drinking
Michael.
one of my. He called me Bradley, so I called him Michael. One of my little stubbies, and then
Does that say
I've got,
Braz? Does that say Braz?
Brasserie.
It's almost as bad as my old gaming chair.
and then after that, I've got an amaretto and Coke.
I'm kind of joining you. I'm drinking Jack Daniels and Coke. I bought some Coke to go with some Jack Daniels. I did buy some cider as well, but unfortunately, I scanned them and then put them back on the shelf and walked away and forgot. So I paid for cider that I don't have. And to be
You idiot!
to be honest, I was not fucking happy when I got home. Luckily,
Can you not go back to the shop and say I paid for these? Can I have them?
Can you? Do you really think?
I'm sure they would see you on the camera, put them back on the shelf.
Are they really going to go to all that?
Well, no,
effort
just
to
walk in the
check it?
shop, grab some off the shelf, and just walk out.
Yeah,
And
you've
if
got
they-
the receipt in your
And if
hand,
they
to be
say,
fair.
"Did you pay for that?" Yeah, here you go. Here's a receipt.
Oh, you just found a way to never pay for shopping again, Rob.
Yeah, I'll do that next week, Rob.
Yeah, well, I would. You know I would.
If it's the same day, you'd get away with it. If it's like 3 weeks in the future, the person that looks at the receipt and says, "This was 3 weeks ago, dickhead, jog on."
I think the fact it would have took me about 40 minutes to an hour to go to the shop, then come back just to get 4
Worth it.
ciders was not
Yeah, but how much did you spend on the ciders that you don't have?
£4.
4.
Yeah, I
Okay,
would
yeah.
waste that in fuel.
Yeah, I was just going to
It
say, you
was-
burn more than that in fuel, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fucking pointless. Yeah.
There's a lesson to be learned, though, isn't there?
Yeah, make sure you know what you're buying beforehand and don't message your missus halfway through.
Don't
No,
use
just
those
pay
silly,
fucking attention.
Don't
Well, no,
use the
'cause-
silly scanny things on the way around.
And that, yeah.
Well,
Rob's
no,
got a good
'cause-
point. Just use a till like a normal person.
Yeah.
No, because they keep me in budget, so fuck you. They keep me in budget.
And cider free.
Yeah, cider free. I was watching my calories. Well, at least the machine's watching my calories anyway.
Does
Yeah,
it
I
count
wasn't-
the calories as you
How?
put it in the trolley?
Yeah, it does. It's got a calorie counter underneath it and tells you like how many.
How is spending money on things that you don't then bring home keeping you in budget?
I was just thinking that.
Normally, normal circumstances, it would keep me on budget.
How
Technically, I
do
was
you know
on
you haven't-
budget. I just didn't bring it. What
Do you not? How do you know you've never done that before?
do you mean? How do I know I've never not done what?
How do you know
Please
you've
requeat the question. What's
requeef the question? It's how do you know you haven't picked up, scanned it, and put something back without and like the fact that it's ciders means you would recognize because oh shit, I thought I bought some ciders because I was going to drink them. But like, how do you know you haven't like bought some toilet roll, put it back on the shelf, and then well, I suppose that's one thing you would realize as well.
Why have I got shit on my hand and not in the toilet?
But there must be other things that you wouldn't realize.
I suppose I would probably get where the fuck's the toilet roll, and I'd be like, yeah, I picked it up. Let me
Yeah,
check.
but
the receipt. Yes,
I get what Rob's saying. Like, so let's say you do like a normal person does and puts the shopping away and just throw the receipt away because who the fuck keeps the receipt from Asda or wherever? And then you're like, oh shit, I'm sure I bought some eggs. Oh, maybe I forgot. Fuck. But you didn't. You scanned them and you left them in the fucking shop because you're clearly an idiot.
What I'm saying is, how do you not know that you've not done that before?
because I don't normally.
Just something a bit less
Do
money.
you meticulously check the receipt as you're putting stuff away?
No.
Well, then you
don't get-
could have
I don't
done it
get a little
potentially.
pen out.
You could have potentially
you-
done it before then,
Wait. How do you know you've never done that before?
because I
You've
don't use
never
a
got
silly
the
little
till.
scanning machine.
I don't use those stupid scanning machines.
They're not stupid because I can go to the till and I can fucking walk out after. I've
Without the stuff that you paid for. Yeah, that's great.
that was an accident as a one-off because I basically was like,
Yeah, but how do you know it's a one-off? That's what I'm
The
trying to
scanner's
say.
not stupid, it's user error.
Yeah, it tells me you fucking forgot something.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
fucking done. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Well, if it does, it doesn't fucking work, does it? Because you still forgot your cider, you fucking bellend.
Also, they do a quality check as well. So I'm pretty sure if I don't scan stuff and I put it in the basket, they'd be like,
See, there's a flaw in the system then, isn't there? Because there's a
But-
system to stop you stealing stuff, but there isn't a system to stop you being you.
getting stuff. Yeah, it would have been good if they'd have been like, oh, You haven't got any cider here. Oh, good point. I'll go
That's
back.
what you.
again.
That's what you need. You need a man at the door checking your receipt for you. He's like, "Excuse me, sir, you've paid for these, but you clearly don't have them. Did you drink them whilst you were walking around the supermarket to get you through the trip, or did you forget them?"
I'm fucking shit first. I thought I could drive home now.
Not my problem. Carry on, sir. I've got more customers to serve.
Also, it could also be a woman.
The women are at the till that you didn't use.
Because there's always a woman there.
Wait,
It's like,
wait. How do you get ID'd if you're doing the little scanning machine?
You go to a. I'm not fucking explaining it. I'm not spending 20 minutes talking about.
Sorry, I've never used them, so I'm intrigued.
Does someone have to come and like
When you scan them, does someone then come and put their ticket on the little scanning machine?
Yeah,
like they do on the tills.
Are they not like there's no cider in your trolley, sir?
No, because I
Did you
had
buy
other
other
stuff in there
alcohol?
that was overage,
Okay.
Oh my
over the age of 16 or something. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot. No, basically, like I picked up the cider, and then I was like, messaged my missus, who took like 10 minutes to get back to me. And I think I already decided at that point, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get a bottle of Coke because I'm pretty sure I got Jack Daniels and other stuff at home. And by the time she got back to me, I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy both. I thought, technically, didn't buy both. Anyway, far too fucking long talking about Asda, for fuck's sake.
You're welcome.
It was Asda. Cool.
Yeah, it was Asda.
Nice. That's where I shop. You could have bought some of these and left them behind.
Look, if I wanted aftershave, I'd have gone to the fucking
It's
aftershave.
not aftershave, you
It is.
pillock. It's a hazy session IPA.
What's it called?
Lynx Africa.
It does sound like a.
Yeah.
It does sound like a
What's the
Gucci
name- what's the name-
perseverance.
What's the name of the
Perpetuous or something, isn't it?
Perpetuous, yeah.
Yeah, by Calvin Klein. So
By
how about,
Kirkstall Brewery.
how about you perpetually shut the fuck up?
How's about I enjoy my beer and you wish you had yours, dickhead?
I'll get a letter next week from Asda. Sorry, sir, you forgot your fucking cider. We spotted it because we did the stock check and we found that we had one extra.
Luckily for you, we listened to the Sitrep happy hour.
Anybody who works at Asda and wants to send me a free 4 cans.
It's
of
not
cider.
free. You paid for it.
No, as a result. Well, yeah, technically.
This is the greatest segment we've ever done.
Oh, every 2 weeks now we're going to have Rob's wine review, Mike's shopping fails.
And Brad's sofa.
There you go, Brad. They're the new segments that keep the podcast together.
Yeah. Because Luke's given up on us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll have to change his to, is he going to bend the knee this week?
No.
Oh. All right, what do you boys want? Brad, what do you want to talk about first this week?
Oh, Jesus.
What don't you want to talk about this week?
I guess we can do the movie trailers first. Do you want to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong first?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't like it. I think it looks shit. And Godzilla would kill King Kong in 2 seconds.
Okay, just to preface that, yes, a new trailer has dropped for the Godzilla vs. King Kong, which I'm pretty sure comes out in the next, is it March, April time? It's pretty soon.
It won't.
Yeah, I think it's April, isn't it?
Oh, no, it is. It's coming out on HBO Max.
Oh, so
It is coming out. Even though Rob, like, so rightly said, yeah, you remember all those films? Yeah, you ain't seen any of them. But this one is actually coming out. Rob, any thoughts on the trailer? Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
Do you know where you are right now? Looking at the camera. Have you seen any of the others? This is the thing. Brad hasn't seen any of the other ones. Shock horror. So I guess there's no investment.
So this is like a lead on from the Bryan Cranston one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen them. To answer your question.
We got that. That was the answer I was looking at. Have you seen Skull Kong Island? No, Kong Skull.
That's the one with Jack Black in, right?
Yes.
Yes, I have seen
No,
that.
no, it's not Jack.
No, that's the old one.
Mandy.
No, Jack Black
No,
is
no,
in a
no.
Kong
That's
film.
the 2004 King
With
Kong or whatever
Naomi
it was.
Watts.
The older one.
No, it's not that one. The one with Alison Brie and Tom Hiddleston in like the
No,
Vietnam
Brie,
War.
Brie Larson.
No, I
Did
don't think
say
I've
Alison
seen that.
Brie? Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
You not seen it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
You
think
should-
I've seen that one either.
You should go check it out. I know Brad's not seen it. I said go check it out. You've seen the other two. You looking forward to this at all? You interested? Yes.
Is
no?
Andy Serkis still playing Kong?
I don't think he did in the first place.
Yeah, he did. In the one I'm on about, or the one with Jack Black in it.
Yeah, I think he's right.
Not in this one, no.
Okay. Then no, I'm not on board.
Luke, are you going to save it or break it?
I think I'll watch it, but I'm not expecting it to be brilliant. But can I also point out the bit of the trailer that is just mind-bendingly stupid, where both Kong and Godzilla are stood on top of that aircraft carrier, and it doesn't sink.
Yeah,
little
I'm pretty
thing
sure
called
Brad had
buoyancy.
some other points that he was not happy with this.
Well, yeah, it was just like, so in a big, like, say you got the Rock film or something like that, there's always a bit in the trailer where there's an explosion and it's a slow motion like jump away from the explosion. Yeah. Well, in this one, the action star doing the slow motion jump is King Kong, and it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I will give you that. It looks ridiculous, but I mean,
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
where
I
he's
just-
he's got the thing and he's doing the thing with the thing?
yeah.
Oh, I hate it when the thing with the
Is
thing.
it redacted? Is the trailer redacted? Is it?
Are you on about where he's got the thing in his hand and he goes to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the axe.
No, I'm on about halfway through. There's a bit where Godzilla's under the ship and he shoots his breath up through it, and King Kong jumps off the boat, but it's like slow motion, like jump.
He's doing a belly
Yeah.
flop. Slow mo.
He's doing.
Yeah,
He's doing the Rock. He's basically doing. Maybe the Rock's doing the CGI for this one instead.
Is there an albino monkey in this as well?
No, that's a different film. I think.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
Rampage. Really good film. I really like that film. Rock's in that as well.
he is. I bet there's a slow motion jump in that as well.
Yeah. With
Lovely.
a big ape
And a giant wolf
man.
and an alligator that's really big as well.
I'm sensing a theme.
What? The Rock?
No, just really big animals.
Yeah.
There's a big
I
wolf
think-
in it, and a big alligator that's really big.
Have you not
I
seen Rampage? It's really good.
I
Based
think
on
I
a
have.
video game.
Yeah, like the old
a
SNES
really old
fighter
game.
game. Yeah.
He throws barrels at one point down ladders and
No,
everything.
not that one. That's Donkey Kong.
Slow motion actions of monkeys jumping over barrels.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see what Adam Wingard does with this. He's the director for it, and he did the sequel to The Blair Witch a long time ago. Was it 2016, something like that?
I
2015.
think the fights could be good if they can keep finding, I guess, believable and imaginative ways for King Kong not to be incinerated within 2 seconds.
Pretty sure he won in like the first film, like the old Japanese freaking.
Right.
Yeah. Has anybody seen any of those? I saw like a trailer for it the other day, and it's
The stop
so
motion
bad.
stuff.
No, it's not stop motion, dude. No, the ones where it's like a dude in a fucking Godzilla costume.
It's just a man with 2 toys.
Yeah, it's pretty much Power Rangers.
I swear there used to be stop motion ones.
Yeah, I think.
You sure you're not thinking of like Jason and the Argonauts and stuff like that?
No.
With the big dinosaur things? Okay.
Might be the original Godzilla. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was stop motion. I can't remember.
I remember
One from,
there was a
1968. Or
there was a
something.
Godzilla cartoon on Cartoon Network when I was growing up called Godzilla and Godzuki. And Godzuki was like a baby Godzilla. When are they going to do a film about him?
Maybe the next one.
I can't answer
The
that
Return of
question, I'm afraid.
Godzuki.
Okay, if we're going to move on from dud trailer to dud trailer, do we want to talk about the Cosmic Sin trailer, the brand new latest film from Bruce Willis himself, aka John McClane? He might as well be John McClane in this, or as I want to call this film, Space McClane. It might as well be. Luke, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the Cosmic Sin trailer? Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
No. I honestly can't remember much about it apart from Bruce Willis looks really old in it, and they're fighting aliens. And there's a space terminal in it that reminded me a bit of like Stargate. And Frank Grillo's in it, looking all angry for most of the trailer, and that's about all I can tell you, to be honest.
The trailer was really colourful as well. That's all I remember from the trailer.
Yeah, it's like imagine like an old sci-fi game or TV show brought to a modern day film, but also looking really low budget.
Yeah, it's effectively really low budget CGI. But I don't know who the cinematographer is on this, but whoever it is, they actually make it look pretty damn good for what it is.
Yeah,
I think it's God. I don't think it's gonna be amazing, but I think it's gonna be so bad it's potentially good. Luke, I don't know how you feel.
So like,
Yeah,
like the
I
Meg
think
thing.
the Meg's a classic, mate. I think I'm on board. I'm not certain, but it's just one of them that you're half tired, but can't go to bed because it's like 6 o'clock in the evening. You just need a film to put on where you could just watch it and be like,
Switch off.
just see a bold, angry old man kill some aliens that are here for no apparent reason. Cool. Yeah, this will do. Cosmic Sin.
Yeah. Rob, are you looking forward to it? You gonna watch it?
Yeah. When's it coming out?
I know how much you love Frank Grillo in Boss Level, so
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not. He didn't really make the film. It was good writing.
he made everything, Rob.
Did
No,
he?
he didn't. No, he didn't.
I think I'd be down to watch it with you guys if we could somehow.
Yeah, I don't think
I think that might be fun.
I don't think my missus is going to be interested in that film at all. So I'm down for a terrible film watch for you guys. I think
When's that out?
I don't think there's a date for it, unless anyone wants to have a quick
No,
look.
I have
Oh,
no
so
idea.
never
I think I've
then.
still got it open. Hang on.
But yeah,
March the 12th, US release date.
Is that coming out in the cinema or HBO?
I have no idea.
probably. I reckon that's straight to video,
Straight to DVD.
straight to the
For the
interweb.
I'm going to say, for the purposes of us watching it together, let's hope it's straight to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on VOD in March. I did say to you, I think I said to Brian, I was like, I wonder if that's going straight to Amazon because it looks like it. What else we got? We got what are the trailers we got? I think that's it. Really? I don't suppose anybody watched the Pacific Rim Black trailer. Did anybody watch it? You
I
guys
skipped through it quickly, but I haven't seen the film, so
I haven't seen the first Pacific Rim. I don't know if there are sequels to that first Pacific Rim movie, but I haven't seen it. So
It's two, isn't it? It's
isn't it?
two.
Yeah, it's two.
Yeah.
Is it Pacific Rim Uprising or something?
Yeah, with John Boyega.
Yeah. I don't think the second one's as good as the first one because the first one's done by Guillermo del Toro. There's not a lot you can say about it. I mean, the story's pretty bare bones, but at the end of the day, it's robots fighting freaking massive kaiju monsters that come out of
Godzilla's.
Yeah, basically. So it kind of a bit like Godzilla versus Kong. I don't really care what the story is. It's just gonna be them beating each other up for about an hour and a half. But I'll give it. I'm actually gonna give the Pacific Rim, the Black anime a watch because I watched Pacific Rim. What was it last Friday? Because after watching a shit ton of Attack on Titan, and it kind of has that Attack on Titan kind of vibe to it. You know, they're trying to fend off
Big things.
big things. Effectively, there's eating people. So yeah,
looks really
without
nice as well.
yeah, it does look really good. And I gotta be honest, Netflix have been doing pretty well with their animation department at the minute. With Christ, freaking the Transformers, Wolf of Cybertron. Yeah, Wolf of Cybertron. You've got
There's
Yeah,
our Jurassic Park thing, isn't there?
yeah. Have you started watching it at all yet?
Yeah, we watched some of it.
It's pretty good. There's a few tiebacks to the original films and that as well.
Yeah.
And then we've actually found out there's some other stuff coming from Netflix. So you're going to have a Tomb Raider animated series coming from Netflix, as well as a Kong Skull. Well, I don't expect it's going to be Kong Skull Island, but you'll probably see him pop up at some point. But yeah, they're doing a Skull Island animated series as well. So I'm looking forward to it. And Pacific Rim, I think, is dropping in a couple of weeks in March. So March is pretty stacked with a load of films that they're dropping. You've got Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming next month as well. Yeah.
Those other two animes haven't got a release date yet, have they?
No, I would expect it probably sometime next year. They seem to be pretty shit hot on their animation.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier an anime now.
No,
No,
just as in like
Tomb Raider and Skull Island. Sorry.
yeah, just as in like next month is pretty fucking stacked for shit. TV wise.
Play the Tomb Raider games beforehand. Then.
Yeah, well, the Tomb Raider animated series apparently is taking place directly after the first three.
Shadow.
Yeah,
That's the Tomb Raider.
yeah. Luke, are you interested in the Tomb
Raiding
Raider
Tombs.
animated series at all? Would that interest you on Netflix? No, not at all.
No.
Skull Island.
What? Another animated series? No, thank you.
I'm not a child.
I don't watch cartoons. I am not a child.
Kids, man.
No, just unless it's like stuff like Big Mouth and Paradise PD and that, and Simpsons and that. I've not found animated series that aren't comedies that entertaining.
I
It's
think
just a me thing, I guess.
yeah, I don't know. I think half the reason I like Attack on Titan is it's pretty fucking brutal. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it's basically people getting eaten by huge fucking people. Like literally, you see them get torn apart and shit like that.
I like the DC movies because those are really good. Like, there's some of those are better than their actual live action films. In fact, the majority of them are better than
Yeah, I
their
was gonna say
actual
most
action
of them.
films.
They've just released a new one as well. I think is it Soul of the Dragon or something. I don't know what it's called, but I know a new
So
one's just come out.
Batman, it's new Batman.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it yet or
No,
not. I know
not yet.
I know you're pretty shit hot when it comes to those. What else we got? We've got, I suppose, after me saying I finished Borderlands, I should probably preface, I finished the first Borderlands game on Switch. I never played it on PlayStation 3. I can't even remember if it was on PlayStation 3. Does anybody know?
2, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was. I think they kind of did what Mass Effect did. They just dropped the first one on. Gotta be honest, I didn't think that much of the first game at all. It's basically go here, do a load of missions, and I played it with no sound. There's not really a lot of talking. The best character in the whole thing is Claptrap, this little robot that gives you missions, and I don't know. And then I picked up the second one, which we all started playing on PC. Was it last year or the year before? I don't think Luke liked it, but me and Rob were playing it for quite a bit. And the second one's really, really good. It's they basically do what Mass Effect does. You know, like the first Mass Effect game, it was
Shit.
we never played it. Yeah, it wasn't good at all. To anyone coming in after you've played the second one, the second Borderlands is really good from what I've played so far. I've put probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours in so far. But I've never really played it before, and I've got Borderlands 3 waiting, so I'm really looking forward to kind of powering through 2 at the minute so I can play the third one. But off the back of that, we had some news movie wise because I can't remember who was actually making the film. Brad, do you know who's making the film?
No, I'm not sure.
I got a funny feeling it's Robert Rodriguez off the top of my head.
Eli Roth.
Is it Eli Roth? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's making a Borderlands movie with Kate Blanchett as Lilith, and apparently Kevin Hart is joining as well. Can you remember who he's playing? It's Roland, isn't it?
Roland of Gilead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roland Chain.
Yes, Roland. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing. I can't remember his full name. It's basically he's playing like he's one of the main characters in, especially the second game at the minute. He's basically like I don't know how they're going to do it.
A dude with a gun.
He's a mercenary. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's a ex-military mercenary, like straight-faced. Like, it's going to be interesting how he's going to play it because normally he's the funny man through stuff, isn't he? So
Yeah.
the
I mean,
fact
he should be used to doing video game style movies, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've seen Eli Roth be like, yeah, this is not going to be the Kevin Hart that you're used to. He's going to be completely different in that film than how you've seen Kevin Hart before. Obviously, like Jumanji and all the rest of it. I'm just waiting for Jack Black to maybe get cast as someone.
Claptrap.
Yeah, Claptrap.
There is a comment on the thing I'm looking at that says Kevin Hart would be a great claptrap.
He would be a great Claptrap. Claptrap is fucking funny. Like some of the he has like a whole conversation with himself at one point in the second game.
Is he basically Wheatley in Paul 2? Is he that kind of character?
I don't know. It's just basically like a sassy ass character that does impersonations and stuff like that, and he's there talking to himself like in third person. You'd have
So
to
it's
play it.
kind of similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you were quite interested in it, weren't you? In the actual games.
Yeah, I do want to play him at some point.
Yeah, they're good. From what I've played so far, they're good. Second one's definitely a step up. I guess talking about games that do a step up, do we want to talk about Mass Effect? This is a bit where it looks like I'm out.
Yeah, we can talk about it quickly if you want.
Okay, so we got Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. It's been rumored for since September last year to be being released, and finally we've got the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's going to be releasing in I think May.
Yeah,
finally
mid-May.
Yeah, they finally dropped a trailer for it. What are your thoughts on the trailer, Brad?
Look good. They look really good. Like they've really done a good job, especially hopefully on that first game of like really improving how it looks.
Yeah, because I don't think they're just. I think it's a lot more to it to how that first game falls behind the other ones, just in sense of gameplay and obviously visual appearance. But from a lot of the stuff that I've been reading, they've tried to basically make them the same across the whole trilogy. So the gameplay is going to be very similar. Obviously, it's going to look very similar. The UI has been improved. I mean, you're going to be able to play Mass Effect. They have it. This isn't like a Mass Effect, not Mass Effect. This isn't like a Resident Evil 2 remake. This is basically a remaster. It's not. They've taken the original models and updated it and stuff like that. And you can play it in 4K. HDR, 60 FPS, all the rest of it, I guess, depending on what you're playing it on. There's 40 different DLC packs and all the rest of it.
Yeah, they've got the whole lot apart from one from the first game, which caused like a crash in the game, so they couldn't put it in. Like they couldn't actually fix it for the remaster.
What they've been doing? That game was out how many years ago?
I think it was made by a different studio, and they've lost the code or something. And then the code, when they found it, was corrupted, and then they can't remake it unless they spend
They couldn't even put it on console when it first ported over. I don't think.
Yeah, when the last edition released, I think for PlayStation 3, didn't they do all three on PlayStation 3 at some point? So this is like the second time they've done this. I don't know, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna wait and see what reviews kind of say about this before I buy it. Rob, are you looking forward to the Mass Effect remaster, or are you not going back?
Probably not going to buy it. No.
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 I'm surprised because I know you love these games.
Yeah, but it's a massive time sink. A massive
Especially
time
with all
sink.
the DLC, it's a lot. Like that's
Because I never finished the first one, so if they made that better, I'd want to finish it.
I think they've completely revamped the first one. That's what a lot of the information coming out has been about. Is how
If it's in VR, it definitely would, but it's not, is it?
Haven't you got a cinema mode in your VR headset?
Yeah, but no. You can't really use a mouse and a keyboard while you've got a VR headset on. That wouldn't work.
Luke, I'm going to go to you. Are you interested in the Mass Effect trilogy?
Got
I know you only
stone
like
face.
to play one game, but would it interest you to go back or not?
You've reached the voicemail of Luke Malatrap. Please leave a message after the tone.
All right, okay. Off the back of the trailer, Does it interest you at all?
He hasn't
Just
watched the
not?
trailer.
It interested me so much that I did not watch the trailer.
Told you.
Well, there's at least 2 of us interested. But yeah, May 14th it drops.
May the 14th be with you.
Yeah, May 14th. But the weird thing is they're not actually coming out for next gen consoles, so they're only going to be compatible with next gen consoles, which is really odd. But there we go.
What?
It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm going to get on PC anyway. So
Yeah. Unlocked madness. What else we got? The Matrix. Do we want to talk about the Matrix?
I mean, I guess there's not a lot to talk about apart from the title got leaked.
Okay, Brad, do you want to give us the name of the suspected name of the 4th Matrix film?
Matrix Resurrection.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I think Rob said it the other day. It kind of gives away what's going to happen.
Also,
I
I'm
think-
just thinking of the porn parodies as well.
What?
Is it going to be
Got
like?
word erection in it?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it like E dash? Yes.
I've downloaded the wrong film. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was leaked on Instagram. Somebody who was working on the film basically was like, "Oh, I got this from." It was like a tag saying, "Thank you for working on Matrix Resurrection," from Lana Wachowski and all the rest of it. And yeah, I don't know. I heard the title and I was like, I kind of just wanted Matrix, because even at that point, it feels like it's kind of disconnected from that trilogy. Because that trilogy is a bit all over the place. I don't know if you guys would agree or not. The first film's really good. The second and third ones don't really hold up to the first one as much. They're still good, but
Yeah, I suppose they're consistent with the titles where the second word had to start with an R.
I wonder why
Yeah.
they didn't call it the Matrices.
the Matrix
Matrices.
because it's not Transformers.
The Matrix, but the A's are 4.
Yeah,
God.
I think that's what. Or
M
the
Matrix.
The Matrix rebooted. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
That begins with R.
Yeah.
Why didn't they why didn't they reconstruct it or something like that? Like why? I don't know.
Reconfigured.
Yeah, anything. There's so many they could have picked that are better than that.
Because it's given away what the plot is. What do you think is going to happen in the plot, Luke? Come on.
Really?
Come on.
No.
You tell he's back on the bit. Brad, come on.
Trinity's going to be resurrected.
Just Trinity.
Wow.
Is she even in this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, you kind of knew that anyway. I honestly, I can't remember the third film, so
Yeah, I think.
Are they going to de-age her?
No, I don't think so.
So she resurrected her when she's older.
Yeah.
How's that going to work?
I don't know. Mate,
You aged while you were dead.
I think they're just going to be programs, to be honest, now. I think they're both just going to be programs. It'd be interesting to see if they fight for the other side now. If they end up fighting for programs in the system, because obviously in the third film you have those free programs, don't you? After the Matrix got rebooted at the end of the third film, you had the little girl. Do you remember the little girl, Sadie? She was a program created out of love. I don't know if you guys remember at all.
I literally can't remember a single second about
She
the
was
third
like the new Neo, wasn't she? She could recreate stuff, but she was a
Yeah.
machine rather than a human.
Yeah. But the fact is that she's got free will compared to the machine. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes. I'm looking forward to it. I'd like to go to the cinema to see it. Whether that's the case or not is completely different. But
You need to
We'll
get
see.
yourself a VR headset, dude.
I thought you were going to say I need to get myself a vaccine. But yeah, I'll get a VR headset. But, yeah. Sorry, Luke.
I was just going to say I'm definitely going to watch it. I need to rewatch 3 because I've completely and utterly forgot every single second of it. I'm actually surprised that Brad's nodding his head, which means he's seen all 3 of them.
Yeah.
But I did actually quite enjoy rewatching 2 at some point before Christmas.
Isn't it the worst one as well? So if you enjoyed that one, you're gonna love the third one.
I see, from memory, I thought they got worse as they came out. So 1 was good, 2 was bad, 3 was terrible. But I haven't rewatched 3 to
No, 3
make a
isn't as
revised
bad
opinion.
as the second one, I don't think.
There was some bad bits in 2, because like when all of the Agent Smiths are fighting one Neo, the CGI on that is truly god awful, and there's just no need for it. It just goes on way too long. They were like, "Oh, look how cool we can make this! We can make loads of Agent Smiths."
Yeah.
Somebody figured out how to do Control-C, Control-V.
I think the case with Matrix 2 and 3, it feels like they were really reined in with the first one. Apparently, then their ideas on the first one like pretty fucking nuts. And then obviously it was a huge success. And then Warner Brothers were like, "Fucking go!" And then you know, for anyone that's seen, I don't know, Tenet, I think it's kind of the same case with Christopher Nolan films. He's just kind of left to it now, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck did you do?" Do you know what I mean?
Kind of like they abandoned a cohesive plot just to be like, look at what we can do now. We can, like Luke said, have this fucking ridiculous fight scene. And
then there was the twins that could go invisible and then morph into whatever they wanted to be. The long-haired albino-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah, but then you've also got like vampires and werewolves. But then, I mean, technically that does kind of relate because they're meant to be from like older versions of the Matrix, and it just kind of
no, I get like the reason behind them being the way they are, but it's just one special effect feature after another special effect feature after another, and it's just like, all right, yeah, you did really well with bullet time, the first movie, just fucking rein it in, dickhead. But like you say, Warner Brothers just let them do what they want.
Yeah, I just kind of. I wonder how much creative freedom they've had with this one, and if they've actually had to rein it in a little bit. But I know it's only one of the Wachowski in the write-in, and they've got David Mitchell, who wrote the book of Cloud Atlas. So that
fuck me.
David Mitchell from Peep Show.
No, David. I'm pretty sure it's David
Mitchell and Webb.
Joking.
Mitchell and Webb.
No. But he wrote
that guy that talks like this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Matrix 4 written by Mitchell and Webb?
On a budget.
It just all take place in one flat.
Yeah, that'd be really fucking low budget. I don't know. I'm interested for sure. I think.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna bust a gut to go and watch it in a COVID secure cinema or anything daft like that, but I will definitely watch Matrix 4, whatever it is called when it releases.
Reinserted.
That's the porn version.
Okay, more sequel talk, I guess.
More?
Yeah, so there's going to be finally there's going to be a direct sequel to Cloverfield. If you've seen it, what are your thoughts?
I don't think I've actually seen Cloverfield.
You never seen Cloverfield?
I don't think so.
Holy fuck, you and Brad are on the same page. Rob, are you looking forward to a sequel to Cloverfield?
No. I can hate that film. What's the Cloverfield? The Cloverfield Lane film's way better than. Yeah,
they're not shooting this one found footage style. So this is going to be like a normal film.
Oh, okay. So it won't make you feel sick while you're watching it. Cool.
No. I went to the cinema to see that shit and it was like... Ugh.
Yeah, I would, yeah. Ooh.
Is Cloverfield... So when you say found footage, that's shot a little bit like Blair Witch then?
Yeah, this
is the one where you only see the monster for like 3.25 seconds or something in the entire 90-minute movie.
This is back when cameras didn't have image stabilization, so you're literally being shocked to pieces while you're watching it.
Yeah, isn't the whole point you don't know what's doing it until you see it at the end or something?
Yeah, you see like glimpses of it and stuff. Okay. They don't really kind of give it. They kind of do the Jaws thing where they don't like kind of show the whole thing.
Or Alien.
I really like the other one, the other Cloverfield
film. 10 Cloverfield Lane with John Goodman.
He is so fucking good in that film. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he is. I don't know which one. Yeah, I think that one's the better film overall, but I like the universe obviously being set up in the first one.
The acting's better, and
it's
just like you don't know when he's gonna go. Like Psycho, it's just it's good.
But then you got T.J. Miller in the first one, So the third one. Did anybody see the Cloverfield Paradox film on Netflix? Did you see that, Rob?
No.
You go into space. They on about the fucking multiverse or something. And that's where it all fucking started. I don't know. It's all weird. But this is direct sequel. Going on from that, there's a sequel to Donnie Darko, potentially in the works from the original creator, because of James Cameron basically going, yeah, I want to see what's happening more in that world. Has anybody seen Donnie Darko, or is it just me?
I've seen the film loads of times.
Yeah.
I've seen some of Donnie Darko. It's one of those movies that I've never quite got all the way through because it's terrible.
Watch the director's cut.
Oh,
It's
disagree.
definitely out there. Yeah,
Great film.
it is a good film.
I mean, disagree, but you're welcome to your opinion.
Thank you.
You're welcome to that too.
It's pretty out there, that film.
It's hilarious. It's a comedy, right?
No, that's the butterfly effect, Rob.
No. No.
Butterfly
Butterfly Effect 2 is the comedy film.
Yeah. Did anyone on about the direct sequel to Donnie Darko being S Darko? It doesn't count. It's not from the original Korea. It's a terrible
Can I ask why they're making a direct sequel to a movie that came out 4 million years ago?
Because they have no original ideas half the time, do they?
Cool. Right. So, yeah, you're on the same page as me then. They should leave shit alone and try and think a bit harder.
Just been talking about The Matrix.
Shh.
Yeah. It's all fucking, I mean, look at Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's just a fucking continuation.
Another sequel that didn't need to be made that I've got no interest in watching.
I did see something the other day. Obviously, the Super Bowl's this weekend, and
Is it?
I don't know if yeah, it's this weekend. I don't know if anybody saw the teaser from Mike Myers and what's his face who plays Garth.
Oh, no way. Are they doing a Wayne's World sequel?
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh,
But
is
they
it
were
like a prank?
No, it's like an advert for something, but they're there back in like
Oh,
full
dude.
costume as Wayne and Garth, and I'm like, if there's ever a film I'd want to see, I want to see that.
No,
I-
you don't.
I need to make
Yeah,
my kids
you do.
watch those films now. I've completely forgot they existed.
Yeah,
The first
They were
two
like a
are...
staple of my growing up. I watched them like a lot.
I've watched them a few times, I wouldn't say a lot, but the first two are fine. Just leave them alone. It'd be like Mike Myers now coming back with another Austin Powers movie. It's just, no, dude, just leave it alone. Go and do something else. Voice Shrek again or something.
I don't know. I'm waiting for Tom Hanks to come back and do a sequel to Forrest Gump.
No, you're not waiting for that. Nobody's waiting for that. That was a masterpiece as it was. Leave it alone.
For it. Though I did realize something the other day. Are we saying? I could be getting the line completely wrong, but what is the line that he says when he's on the bench about the box of chocolates? Can everybody say what it is or remember what it is?
Life's like a box of chocolates. You
Yeah,
never know
but
what you're going to
where
get.
does he find it from? Where does he find it from? Who tells him that? I can't remember.
Lieutenant Dan.
Is it what Lieutenant Dan tells him that, or is
I
his
don't
name?
know. I'm
No,
just making it
it's-
up.
It's
His mum.
Yeah. So are we saying? Are we saying that?
Mum
Forrest
always
Gump.
said.
Yeah, is Forrest Gump the original Bobby Boucher?
What,
I bet Adam Sandler is a massive Tom Hanks fan.
Yeah, but he's nowhere near it. I don't know. I wouldn't say.
which came out first?
It could be Forrest Gump, isn't it?
Forrest Gump must have come out
Yeah.
before Waterboy, surely.
Sure. You
I
sure?
reckon it's close. I reckon it's close.
Look at
Waterboy was 1998.
Forrest Gump was 94.
Okay.
My mama says, "Life's like a box of chocolates." Got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Hey Rob, where does happiness come from?
I can't remember.
Beer.
Magic
Right.
rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
I can see
Wow, dude.
he was trying to contain that. Okay, then we got two things left. I guess one of them, if Rob's not seen the other, have you seen the latest episode of WandaVision?
No, I haven't. But we can talk about last week's episode.
Yeah, but this week's would have been even better. But yeah, okay.
I feel like we shouldn't spoil this week's anyway.
No.
It's
Yeah.
only been out a day. So
We had a little bit of feedback as well, so it'd be good to talk about. So obviously, last episode, I think we talked about WandaVision. We had 2 episodes drop. so far, and we were kind of in the
No, we'd watched 3 on the last
Yeah,
episode.
we'd watched 3. Yeah.
was it 3? Was
So it was a
it?
double episode at the beginning.
Yeah, it was. I forgot about that. Apologies. So they were kind of those first 3 episodes were early
Shit.
sitcom episodes. Rob didn't like any of it, and you were like, "It's not going to change for the entire season, and it's going to be shit."
I never said that.
You did.
No.
You can go back and listen, but I know you won't.
No, 100%.
Brad was kind of on board, but on the fence, and Luke didn't give a fuck.
Standard.
Episode 4, Rob.
Yeah.
Is it back where you wanted it, or
It's way better, and I'll give you one reason why. There's no sitcom bullshit. It's literally a TV program about something strange that's happened in the Marvel universe.
But I disagree because
There is no wonder there is like snippets because it's them watching them on a TV. Spoilers, and yeah, it's good because they're trying to figure something out, like what they should be doing on TV shows like that.
But without that setup, you wouldn't have that moment of like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but they didn't need to eke it out over 3 episodes.
I
I think they were short enough that it was fine.
One double episode would have been enough.
What? It's just over an hour, so yeah. I don't. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on like the whole. Yeah, you could probably have done with kind of doing that in episode 3, maybe. But I mean, I've enjoyed it anyway, so like I'm kind of ambivalent to it anyway. I've enjoyed.
Is the 5th episode the last episode of the season?
No, you've got 3 more episodes
Okay.
after that.
4 more, I think.
Is it 9? Is it? And
I think there's 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard rumors there's a 10th. How true that is? They reckon there's an additional episode, or like an extra long episode 9, because I think there's meant to be like 6.
Well, it would make sense to do a double episode at the end, wouldn't it?
Well, the first 2 episodes are like 25 minutes each, and then episode 3 is like 35, and 4 is about 35 again.
They're all about the same, yeah.
Yeah, but this one was longer. I was sat there, I was like, holy fuck, I feel like I've been watching this episode 5 for a long time. Luke, not Luke, sorry, Brad, what do you think of episode 4, and without spoilers, episode 5?
Yeah, so episode 4, I guess we can talk about episode 4 a bit more. So it showed, I can't remember her name in Wanda's TV show, but it's Rambo, isn't it?
Monica Rambo, yeah.
Yeah. So you see her, she manages to get into Westview, which is a whole town that Wanda's basically taken hostage, and is doing this sitcom idea. And I can't really remember it, and it was only last week. What happened?
She goes in, and then it basically follows the end of episode 3.
What's the face from Two Broke
Darcy.
Girls?
Yeah,
is it?
from Thor.
Yeah. Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so naughty. Yeah, she's in it, and then they kind of have like this weird kind of X-Files thing going on with her and is it Jimmy Woo that plays the FBI? Can we just have a TV show of those two just going around solving hilarious Marvel fucking weird shit?
He's the guy that like talks to Ant-Man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the guy, and he does
the card trick. Yeah,
and he finally fucking learned it. I did see a load of memes of that, of everyone being like, "You fucking finally learned it."
Do you know what else he was in? Like, can you remember where there's an episode of the American Office where they hire an Asian dude to pretend to be Jim?
Yeah, he plays
Jim.
He's fresh off the boat as well, and I'm pretty sure he's in like Superstore. I'm pretty sure he's the guy that is in the interview as King John. Is it? Yeah. With Seth Rogen and that. James Franco.
He doesn't play him, does he?
Pretty sure
He's
he
got
does.
big enough cheeks.
Brad might be able to correct me.
He's Googling it right now.
He is Googling it right now. Is he in the interview?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it.
fuck's sake. I don't
Sorry.
Rob, would you recommend WandaVision now you've seen the 4th episode?
That's a really tough question. No, I don't think I would. I still don't think it's gonna I don't think it's gonna pan out to anything good.
Well, I don't know. I kind of have to disagree because I've seen this week's episode.
Episode 4 showed you a lot more of what's going on.
Yeah,
it's a lot more of a Marvel universe type thing because you see they're investigating what's happening and you see a lot more of what's going on behind the scenes. You see where the helicopter came from in the first episode. You see where the beekeeper came from. You see all that sort of stuff. And then I think episode 5 is a bit of a mix of everything it's been so far.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a bit more of the sitcom-y stuff, but
it's starting to get quite dark, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't really. I won't say.
Wanda keep taking control and editing it.
It's starting to fall. They're starting to fall apart a lot more, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all kind of breaking without spoiling.
But the last the bit right at the end is so good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just interesting what they're gonna do with that. If they're actually gonna do anything with the end of it. Even my wife was like, "What the? That doesn't make any fucking sense," because blah 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 blah. But yeah, we had some feedback, obviously, off the back of our thoughts. Last episode, Quinch, who listens to the podcast, said, "I'm guessing none of you guys are familiar with the House of M comic book series, and listening to that point of view is really interesting. Kind of feel WandaVision is a bit spoiled with having pre-knowledge, which I kind of is true, isn't it? If you've got knowledge of the comic books, you kind of have a rough idea of the direction that they're kind of taking stuff. But I've stayed away from that. I know Cap, our good friend Cap, has been watching it as well. He did not like it either. Rob, so you're not the only one.
Yes.
He was like, it's not funny. It's not as clever as you think. And people are probably only watching it because it's Marvel. That's kind of breaking it down. But I feel like they tried to do something new with the first 3 episodes. Whether it worked or not for you is completely irrelevant because it picks up in episode 4.
It's not relevant. Fuck you.
I just mean,
I think Mike's right. I think it needed that setup. I don't know whether it needed to be 3 episodes.
Yeah,
but if you don't. If you're not a fan of the Marvel stuff and you sit down and you watch that and you don't think it's good, you're not going to come back. If you are a fan of the Marvel stuff and you don't like what they're doing, you might not come back.
But the funny thing is, all the people hating on those episodes have all, at some point, I expect, sat through every single Marvel film for 10, 15 minutes, wasted time to get all the way to the fucking credits for a 20-second teaser at the end of absolutely nothing. And this is, if you can sit through that, I'm pretty sure you can sit through the first 3 episodes of this and then get to the good stuff.
Or just skip the first 3 episodes.
Watch a recap and then go straight into episode 4.
Yeah.
Fair enough. If that's your cup of tea. Hopefully Cap's enjoying it for episode 4 onwards. I'm looking forward to next week because it sounds like it's going to start stepping up now. And I think the last thing before we go, hopefully, to wake Luke up. He's not saying it. I thought he was going to say hello.
He leaned into the mic. He had an intention to say. But
yeah, he put me on edge. The day before trailer. Luke, I'm gonna take this one to you. Give us a bit of a rundown on what is happening in the day before trailer, because this is a game. It seems kind of familiar. I don't know where I kind of
watching the trailer. I thought they'd made this game for Luke. To be fair,
well, for all of us, but
especially if there's PvP, which I think there is, right?
There is.
There is
open world PvP.
Come on, Luke,
so I need you to get yourself a mixing bowl.
I thought you were going to say...
All right, let me just go downstairs. What are you making? What size of bowl do I need?
you get a mixing bowl, right? And you put the Division 1 in there.
Oh,
You think about putting the Division 2 in there, but then you throw that away. you put The Last of Us in there, and then you sprinkle on top a little bit of Escape from Tarkov, and you give it all a mix, and you bang it in the oven for a couple of hours, and then out comes the day before. Because that's literally what this game is. It's just set in a post-apocalyptic USA at Christmas, which is Division 1 all over.
during a pandemic.
During a pandemic with the snow falling. It's just Division 1. Well, it's in America. I don't think it's just set in New York, but yeah.
It looks like it's set in New York.
There's Last of Us feels to it with the quality of the graphics, and it's third person, and it's like zombies and whatever, and then obviously it's Escape from Tarkov a little bit in the looting system
The
and
inventory
the fact that you
system,
can take literally everything that you can from players that you kill.
I did see that, and I was like, "Fuck, that looks like Escape from Tarkov." I think Luke's gonna like that. Like, he's already fucking grinning.
Luke might like this. It's from a studio that doesn't have a great track record, but
Who's doing it?
a studio called Fantastic, and some of the games they made previously have been utter dog shit.
They sound fantastic.
But
Not as fantastic.
I won't pre-order it, but I will keep an eye on it because this has definitely piqued my interest.
Yeah, it feels like everything that we, to a degree, when we did Sitrep Radio, our ideas for Massive.
We did what?
When we did ideas for Massive, I know IFM. Sorry, I know it's been a while.
I was actually referring to you using the name of a previous podcast that we don't.
Yeah,
talk
sorry. So
about.
if you've been a long time listener, and we did another podcast based on the Division for a long time. Only 200 episodes.
A measly 200 episodes.
Yeah, and it's kind
every
of feels
week.
like I love the Division 1. You know, it was the best out of the two. I mean, that's just my point of view. I enjoyed that one.
That's everyone's opinion, Mike.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure everyone at one point was like, "Yeah, just make the entire map the Dark Zone." I'm like, man, this game looks like they've made the entire map the Dark Zone with PvP, and make it survival as well. I'm like, yeah, then this game has survival elements in it as well. I'm like,
it's like the developers listen to our podcast.
Oh God, not again!
Get in touch.
We have
Rob's
more.
getting more checks.
Oh yeah. Jesus, dude.
Do you remember when we wanted zombies in the Division as well? And they were like, "No, I can't have zombies in the Tom Clancy universe." Well, guess what, boys? Tom Clancy universe. Rob, what do you think of the trailer, dude? Are you on board?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy this game. As long as, like...
Even if it's terrible?
Well, my thing is, my thoughts were when I was watching this is either going to be really good, or it's going to be a repeat of the Division 1 trailer from E3. Like, it's going to be like that, but a lot different.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about that.
Because that game was, it was very different.
But the thing is, they don't really show a lot of. There's not a lot of story. I mean, obviously, the whole thing's scripted anyway. I mean, visuals can be downgraded.
In that respect, it reminded me of the Anthem trailer. There's obviously VoIP involved, and I don't remember the E3 Anthem trailer where they're like talking to each other, and it was just incredibly cheesy.
I'm pretty sure they do it in the Division 1 E3 trailer as well.
Probably, yeah.
It was like, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to flank this way. And I was like, I don't remember at any point us doing that. I'm pretty sure our group is every man from himself, as we found out.
Leroy Jenkins!
As we found
Rob,
out.
why are you fucking shooting us?
But Brad, I'm going to go to you because you didn't play a lot of Division 1, did you?
I played a fair bit of Division 1. I think I might have got it before you guys on console.
Yeah, maybe.
I played it quite a lot to start with.
Mm.
And then I kind of was like, I played a lot of Destiny 1. I don't want to do this again. So I stopped. And Division 2, I played
6 hours.
Not even that, I don't think.
Still too much.
Yeah. 600 hours I put into that game.
I would say you didn't finish the story, but I would say what?
Yeah. Yeah, this looks all right. It looks like the Division. I don't know what else to say
With
about
zombies.
it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I will pick it up if you will do, and we can play together.
I got fairly stressed out watching the trailer though. Like, that's a lot to deal with in one game.
What? Because there's survival and hordes. Of
There's
zombies.
like you have to deal with the snow, the cold,
Oh.
hunger, thirst, other players, zombies. Yeah, it's just like
My question is Luke, do you think there's any contaminated areas in it? That's probably what's stressing him out the most.
I mean, there could be.
Yeah.
I hope they don't steal like everything from Division 1, because I'd like them to come up with some of their own ideas, and clearly they have, because there's zombies in it to start with. But yeah, I don't know about contaminated areas and going down the rabbit hole of everything that was in Division 1. I'm interested to learn more about the game though, as whatever the release date is comes closer, and obviously more gameplay videos come out and whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing obviously loot, what they do with loot, because the fact that we're in a PvP mode, it's just that question that comes up, like what scaling is the loot and all the rest of it.
is it a live game? Is it a looter shooter? Because it might
It's
not be
definitely a
either
looter
of those
shooter.
things. Doesn't have to be. This is a survival game, doesn't have to be a looter shooter.
We pick loot off other players' bodies, so I assume it's a looter shooter because you have to
Yeah, but-
shoot them and get loot.
It could be generic loot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is the loot going to scale, or is it just generic loot, or is it literally like Escape from Tarkov? Because it looks like you lose everything on death. So that's the interesting. You get to keep that. I think there's a lot more there's a lot of questions to be had before I pick up this game, but we'll see.
This was just alpha. This is alpha footage. Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens, I guess, in the next.
Will it go into beta for like several years before it's released?
Yeah,
Potentially.
but I think
That's kind of the way the games come out now.
all games come out like that now, don't they?
Not all games. Some like AAA games just. But there you go.
I don't know. Is Cyberpunk out of beta yet? I don't know. And I'm loving that at the minute. I just as a heads up, I'm in Act 3. I'm almost done. Almost on the home stretch. Before we go, do we want to talk about what we've been up to this week quickly?
There's no time.
There's no time. Are we out of time, Luke?
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to talk about it? You're going to go play it instead, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm getting nods all around. Okay, so on that cliffhanger,
We played World War Z, WWZ zombie game.
that's it. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to raise my glass and say cheers,
Cheers.
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 and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.